Hey everybody, welcome to your 10-minute booty band workout. Short, sweet workout to tone the tush as well as increase your mobility through your hips. So grab your resistance band and let's get started. We're going to start with our band over our thighs just a little bit above the knees. And we'll begin with some standing squats. So once you got your band up, again, you want it close to your knees but not directly on the joint, and start with a nice wide stance. We're going to start nice and simple. Beautiful inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, arms down. Already feel a little bit of pressure out through the band as you stand wide into those feet. 2 more. Inhale, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, hands drop. Last one. Exhale, hands drop. Hands at your heart center, basic squat. Drop down and up. So nice and simple to begin. You want to feel that pressure of the band right away. You're pushing out against the band so that your knees don't cave in towards each other. Press back with the hips and wide with your knees. 5, drop and stand. 4, last set of 2, and last 1. We're going to stay low, hold it here, give me small little pulses up and down. So focus on that weight back in your heels. I'm encouraging the fold at my hip joint. Taking the weight into the glutes, the hamstrings, back of the leg. 4, 3, 2, back to your full range. Let's slow it down for 2 and sit low. Now that we're getting a little bit warmer, try to increase that range of motion. How low can you sit with good form? Heart stays lifted, and then drop back through your hips. Stand tall. Sit back. Take 2 more just like this. And we're going to stay low and pulse the band apart. I'll face you so you can see. Little pulses out to the side. Good. So again, we're focusing on the entire leg bone, kind of pushing to the outer walls while staying low through your hips. Feel your core light up and pull into your spine. Anchor down with both feet so you have a nice solid base. Press the band apart. Pulse, pulse. For 4, 3, 2, back to your squat. Stand up slow. Beautiful posture, sit low. Every time you stand up, relax your shoulders out of your ears. Think of yourself getting taller with every rep. 2 more just like this. Last one. Stay low. Your up and down pulses from earlier. Keep that outward pressure, but you're focusing on the down and back. Down and back. Easy shoulders. Strong through your heels. Hopefully you're feeling some heat by now. Starting to feel like fitness. You got 8 counts here. Then we'll change it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand tall. Big breath. Whew. All right. Take the band off just so you can transition safely and make your way down to the floor. All right, we continue with the booty work. Band goes right back to where it was. Take it a little bit above the knees and come on to your right side. Good old clam shells. We love these, right? So you're down on your right forearm. You're going to push out of the floor and both of your feet stay squeezed together but slightly turned in. We're going to focus on this top knee turning out for 2 counts and down. So it's a small range of motion. We're restricted because the band's pulling us the opposite direction. But we also don't want to get too wild because we'll take it out of the glutes. If we open too far and start to rotate, we've lost that focus, which is the side tush. So just little pulses up for 2. We're lifting lowers. Our pulses will come next. And focus on both feet trying to stay the same position in space. So try not to let them drop. Let's do 2 more nice and slow. Shoulders down and back. Good. All right, hold at the top. Here we go, little pulses. Now the trick with the pulse is to not let it bounce you around, right? It's controlled in both directions. Pressing that band away. It doesn't have to be big. You want to start to feel it through right here, right where our back pocket would be on your hip. Let's go. We got 8, 6. Lift your heart, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Whew. All right, second side, right into it. On your left side, left forearm is down into the ground. Push yourself out of the floor. Stack your knees, stack your toes. Focus on your top knee. It's a slow lift and a slow drop. And I have to constantly remind myself, this bottom waist, don't forget about it. Lift up and out of the floor. Connect with your breath. Don't be surprised if you feel your bottom hip working a little bit too. It's trying to keep that bottom foot lifted, and it's probably still feeling the burn from the previous side. But your big focus is on this top right glute. Little glute to the side, helping rotate your knee side and down. 2 more slow. Up and down. Up. We're gonna hold it up and pulse. Here we go, a little pulse. Remember, it doesn't need to be big. We don't want to bounce the band. Where do you have control on that stretch? Whew. Keep it going for 4, 3, 2, 1, and let that go. Whew. All right, for this one, I like to readjust my band just a little closer to the knees for your hip bridge. We're gonna lay down onto our backs. Feet are lined up with your hip joints. Have your hands down alongside your body for a little bit of counter pressure, and take a nice big inhale to start. On your exhale, can you curl your pelvis up and off the mat into your high hip bridge? Now try to keep your thigh bones parallel, right? Don't let them drop together. Keep them strong and parallel, anchored through the entire foot. We're gonna press the band apart. Pulse it out, out, out. So a lot of things are happening here. We want to keep that downward pressure of our feet into the floor. That's number one. Imagine that your footprint is leaving its indentation into the mat the entire time. So strong, equal pressure through both feet. At the same time, I'm lifting my hips to the sky and pushing outwards into the band. Press, press, press. Keep breathing. You got 8 counts here. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll down your spine. Shoulder blades, rib cage, waistband, tailbone. And at your own pace, you're going to roll up and down your spine. So you're pressing into your feet, trying to articulate each vertebrae up to the top of your shoulder blades, and then melt right back down. And take your time with this. All right, your pace might be quicker or slower than mine. Totally fine. Rolling through your spine. All the way back down. Let's take 2 more, and then we'll meet at the top. Strong breath. On your next one, curl up, stay up, and give me a little pulse upwards. Now the trick is not to let the hips fall so much so you get this crease. Instead, keep your glutes turned on. That downward pressure of your footprint, and your hips are trying to tap the ceiling. Push the feet into the floor at the same time your hips are trying to tap the sky. Woo! Don't forget, we're also pushing the band apart and breathing. Lots to focus on. Pulse up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here. We're gonna slowly shift weight. So it's a little march. I know the band kind of gets in the way, so make it small. Just shifting from left to right. And if you can pull that band in, use your core. Side to side. Good. A few more just like this. Keep the opposite foot rooted. Try your best to keep your hips square. You got this. Let's do 1 more on each side. Push the hands into the mat. Connect to your breath. And then come on down. Roll through your spine. Let your knees rock right to left. All right, transition. We're going to keep the band where it is. It's still on the thighs, but make your way to tabletop. So hands under your chest, abs are pulled up into the ceiling. Knees are directly underneath your hips. Start with your right leg. We're going to press it to the sky and then coming back down. So we're pushing through our heel just like we did in our hip bridge. All right, so we're pushing the heel away from us. Keep the core tight. A few more just like that. Press up and in. Press up Same thing, but higher and smaller, so it's a pulse. Up and up. Now, I've got my right leg up, so I want to lean into my right hand. Press. Press. We got 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into the second side. Switch sides. Left leg's gonna press up. Abs are tight. Let's go. Press it up. Slow. Take it down. If you feel that band slip, you can bring it back down towards the knee. It'll give you more tension. Now just check in. When you're pushing with these bands, it's easy to want to fight for more range of motion and then compromise our alignment. I'd rather have that movement smaller, but your core is locked in. So you're really getting the power from your glutes. 2 more slow. And in. 1 more. Here we go. Pulses at the top. We press it up. So it's like that top half of the movement. Driving the heel out and away, feeling that band stretch across the back of the leg. Press, press. You got this. Beautiful posture. Pull the abs up and in. This is it. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Whew. All right, last little burnout. You're gonna do a little hydrant lift. I'm gonna take my first leg, my right leg, to the side, and then drop it straight down. These are tough. We're not gonna do that many. Try to keep your chest square. You're lifting it up into the side and down into the center. Let's do 4 more. Watch where your neck is at. Could you balance a book on the back of your head? Do 2 more. Keeping the weight strong in the hands. Last one. Woo, and right into the second side. Let's do it. All right, second side lifts up and comes right back down. Even though you're picking your knee up to the side, can you keep your hips, your shoulder blades, and your head level to the floor? And because of that, your range of motion might not be super big, but that's okay. If you're feeling that little pinch, that little burn in the side of your glutes, you're doing it right. Let's lift for 4. Take it down. Lift for 3. Take it down. Last 2. Down. And 1. Come down. Press back into a child's pose. Hips to your heels, long arms. Breathe into your back. And then slowly rolling up. All right, everyone, you did it. 10 minutes and done. Be proud of yourself. Even these short workouts, they count, they matter, they make us stronger. And I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.